Already I told you what is class means. Class is a combination of member functions and member variables. Okay, as I told. Okay. So coming to these are the things you need to remember. These are the object-oriented concepts like class, encapsulation, polymorphism, object abstraction, and inheritance. Already we discussed four pillars. Then we should know basic building block of the C++ program. So what is the basic building block of C++ program means? That is class. Okay, what is class means? It's a user-defined data type, and it is a combination of data members and member functions. Means variables, related variables. This is important thing you have to remember. It's not a like only collection of variables and functions. It's a collection of related variables and related functions. That point you have to remember. Functions also which operate on that particular data only, we add it into the class, not all the functions. That you have to remember. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is about class. It's a user-defined data type which holds its own data members and member functions, which can be accessed and used by creating an instance. This is important. So a class can be accessed and used. Okay. Are you able to see all the screen? Okay. Once if you see here, a class is like a 1 minute. I am getting little bit. Okay. So class is a user-defined data type. It's a collection of data members and member functions, and we can access the class by creating instance of that class. We call it as, this is, remember this word, instance of that class. So in this instance we call it as object. Okay, what is object means? Instance of the class is called as the object. Okay, like don't worry what is object and what is class, so many things. Similar way, whatever, however you use like structure, student, and you define the structure, later in main you have created variables for the structure. Are you getting my point? Similarly, if you create variables for the class, then it is called as the object. Okay, similar. So what is class means? Class is like a blueprint for an object, but it doesn't have any, it cannot access it itself. If you want to use your class, you have to create object for that class. Okay, it's like a blueprint. Using that blueprint you can create many number of objects. Okay, blueprint means like if you want to build a house, first you will sketch a plan. Okay, if you want to build a house, what will you do first? First you write it on the paper, some house plan, that is called as a blueprint. So by just by taking that house plan you can build the house. Similar way here also we'll first take a blueprint of blueprint, that is class, then we create the physical objects, that is logical, this is physical objects for the next. Example, consider the class of cars. There may be many number of cars with different names and brands, but all them will share common properties like all of them have a four wheel. Are you getting this point? This is like a blueprint means car model. Suppose you want to build a car, what happens? Everybody will have the same. What is if you want to? How will you imagine car means? Generally, you imagine car with four wheels,
Speed limit same.
four doors, okay, and driving seat and everything you will. But before this is called as the standard format for designing the cars. Okay, that standard format here also we are calling as class. First, we'll create the standard format. Then we'll create the using that format we'll create physical cars. Like uh, maybe Sampro, maybe Zen, maybe Modi or something, whatever the car. But all will follow the same standard format. Okay, maybe the way it looks may differ. Like this, what are the common properties for each and every car will be kept in the car class. Okay. Okay. So what are that common properties means four wheels, speed limit, mileage range. So these are all common properties for all the cars. So car is the class. Okay. And wheels, speed limit, mileage, etc. are their properties. Properties are nothing but variables. Otherwise, member functions. Okay, member functions. Member variables. Okay. A class is a user-defined data type which was data members and member functions. Data members are data variables and member functions are the functions used to manipulate these variables. Together, these data members we call it as class. Okay. Here you need to remember one thing. Data members specify the properties of the class, whereas data member functions specify the behavior of the class. Okay, that you have to remember. See nicely here. Car is class actually. For this class, we have created two objects. One is Maruti car, and the one is Ford car. Okay. Property, methods, and property. Now you will understand what is the relation between the class and object. Class and object is nothing but class is like a blueprint. Using that blueprint, you can create any number of physical instances. Maybe Maruti, Ford, or if you want, you can go for one more also. Any number of objects can be created, but the blueprint is same car. We'll take the blueprint from the car. Okay. Defining a class. Okay, defining a class and declaring the object. How will you define the class means already we executed one program, but have a quick clip on this. A class is defined in C++ using the keyword class. If you want to write a class, the first step you have to write the reserved word or keyword class first. Okay. Then your class name. What is the class name? What is the exam? In previous example, what is the class name? This example, what is the class name here?
Car.
Okay, very good, very good. Car is the class name. Okay, so you can write class car. Okay, are you getting my point? This is the syntax you have to follow whenever you write the classes. You have to write the first class keyword, then whatever the class name, which is up to your application, you have to write. Suppose it is student, you write student. If it is car, you can write car. If it is employee, you can write employee. Okay, whatever it may be. Then within that class name, after class name, you have to start flower braces. After class name, you have to start the flower braces. Then this is very important. We have to specify access specifier. Access specifier. What is mean by access specifier means? Previously, I think I have declared some class. You might remember or not. I don't know. I did not specify the access specifier. By that way, I tried to access that function within the main, but it denied because it is private access specifier. You cannot access. If it is private access specifier, you cannot access out of the class. out of the class. If it is public only, you can access out of the class. Okay, what is access specifier means? It is like controlling of accessing. It is controlling of accessing. The access specifiers may be three categories. One is private, another one is public, another one is protected. Okay, I'll say. By default, if you don't specify any class specifier, even though, hello, if you don't specify any access specifier, it will be taken as private. If you don't specify, tell me what is the default access specifier if you don't specify. What is the default access specifier? Access specifiers can be access specifiers can be three types: private, public, and protected. If you don't specify what it will take as a private. It will take as a private. Okay. If you write, you can change it as a public also. What does it mean? It is not compulsory. Even if you write or if you don't write also, system won't say any wrong. But it will take implicitly it is a private member. Private member means it may be private data available or it may be private function. If it is private, what happens? If it is public, what happens? If it is protected, what happens? If it is private, what happens? If it is public, if member is a private, what happens? If a member is public, what happens? If a member is protected, what happens? Okay. If a member is private, member in the sense I am generalizing here, it may be data member or member function. It may be data member or member function. So both may be private. In both the cases, if it is private, it cannot be accessed out of the class. Within the class only it can be accessed. But out of the class means we cannot access these members in main method. Are you getting my point? Are you okay? No response from anyone. Have you understood what is private? If it is private member, private means I think you know, privacy means it cannot be accessed outside of that class. Outside member cannot access this private members. Only inside members can access this. Okay, are you getting my point? If it is private means like your birwa, your locker. Will you give permission to others with whatever the almara or birwa in your home? Will you give the permission to outsiders this birwa?
No, madam.
Very good. That is like private. If it is hall, your hall, then will you give permission to outsiders or not?
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
madam.
That is called as public. Are you getting my point? Private means, but almara can be accessed by all your family members. Is it not? Yeah. Private means it can be accessed within your family, but not out of your family. Hall is not like only your family. You can invite other guests also. So you are making as a public. Okay. What is mean by protected? Leave it. Protected we'll discuss later, but we'll discuss private and public now. I'll show you the difference between private and public also. Practically, we'll see two programs, then you will understand. Okay. Next one is.
Ma'am, I have small doubt, ma'am.
Okay. Carry on.
అంటే క్లాస్ లో స్పెసిఫైడ్ స్పేస్ యాక్టివ్ స్పెసిఫైడ్ స్పేస్ ఉంటది, అందులో పబ్లిక్ ప్రైవేట్ ఉంటది కదా మేడం?
Yes, exactly.
ఆ పబ్లిక్ చెప్పండి మేడం.
మీరు చెప్పండి కంప్లీట్ గా.
ప్రైవేట్ అంటే అది ఒక జాగ్రత్తగా స్టోర్ అయి ఉంటది. అది పబ్లిక్ అయితే అది లీక్ అయి అది అందరికి తెలిసి ఉంటది. అట్లనే కదా మేడం క్లాస్ అంటే?
అంతే, కానీ ఇక్కడ చిన్న కరెక్షన్ ఏంటంటే ప్రైవేట్ అనేది మీరు అన్నట్టు జాగ్రత్తగా ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ అది అంటే మనం అలా డిసైడ్ చేసుకుంటాం ఏది ఇవ్వాలి, మనకు తెలుసు కదా ఏది ఇవ్వాలి ఏది ఇవ్వకూడదు అని. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో ఇవ్వాల్సిన ఏం చేస్తామంటే విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ పబ్లిక్, ఇవ్వకూడదు ఏం చేస్తామంటే వి మేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ప్రైవేట్. వెరీ గుడ్. జనరల్ గా మనం క్లాస్ డిక్లేర్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే క్లాస్ ఇస్ ద కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ టూ అని చెప్పాను. డేటా మెంబర్స్ అండ్ మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్స్. సో డేటా మెంబర్స్ జనరలీ మనం ప్రైవేట్ గా డిక్లేర్ చేస్తాం, మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్స్ వచ్చేసి జనరలీ పబ్లిక్ గా డిక్లేర్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, ఎందుకంటే మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్స్ బయటనే వాడుకోవాలి కదా ఫంక్షన్స్, కానీ మెంబర్స్ ఎవరైనా వేరే వాళ్ళు మాడిఫై చేస్తే మన డేటా మొత్తం లీక్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి వి డోంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అవుట్ సైడ్, బట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ వి ప్రొవైడ్ టు అవుట్ సైడర్స్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ యువర్. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందా మీకు? జనరల్ గా డేటా మెంబర్స్ కి ఏమో ప్రైవేట్ వాడతాము, మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్స్ కి పబ్లిక్ వాడతాం. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ అంతే కదా, ఇక్కడ వాడేదే మనం అంతే. యాక్సెస్ స్పెసిఫైస్ డేటా మెంబర్స్ అండ్ మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్. మెంబర్ ఫంక్షన్స్ కి మళ్ళీ మనం ఇక్కడే కూడా మనం డెఫినేషన్ రాసుకోవచ్చు, లేదా ఓన్లీ డిక్లేర్ కూడా చేయొచ్చు. మెథడ్స్ టు యాక్సెస్ డేటా మెంబర్స్, క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఎండ్స్ విత్ ఏ సెమీకోలన్. లాస్ట్ కి సేమ్ స్ట్రక్చర్ లాగానే after flower basis ending you have to keep semicolon. Okay, an object. I think now understand how to declare the class. Now come to object. An object is an identifiable entity with some characteristics and behavior, some properties and behavior. ela aina okay, it is important point. When a class is allocated, no memory is allocated. When a class is declared, no memory is allocated. But when an instance declared, then memory will be allocated. Okay, this is important. See here, class name, object name, same syntax we are following. Class, here we are giving the name as a shaker something. Okay, shaker we are giving here name as 20, character name 20, int id. Okay, public void get details. Over. Class declaration is over. See here, what is this? What is this? Read out.
Public declaration, madam.
Very good. Public declaration. What does it mean? Now get details is a
private.
Get details is a public. Whatever the part comes under public is comes under public. Okay.
Okay.
After public, whatever the things comes, totally public, that is. Okay, public after have just observe this semicolon also you have to keep. Okay, public one. So now get details is a public member of class. What about this name and id?
Private.
Very good. Even I am not specified private, but if you don't specify, then automatically system will take it as a private. System will take it as a private. If you want, you can write. Even if you don't write also, it will taken as a private. Okay, so now name and id are private members and get details is a public method, public function otherwise. Now here in integer main, now I am taking how to declare the variables of type shaker means just I have written shaker and a1. So a1 is a variable of shaker, otherwise a1 is a object of shaker. A1 is a object of shaker. So once you declare the class here, then there is no memory allocation. Once you create the object, then only memory will be allocated. So if you say shaker a1 means how much memory will be allocated means 20 bytes, because it's a character 20 bytes plus because it is an integer 4 bytes. So 24 memory locations will be allocated for you. If I say a1 comma a2 also, then another 24 memory location. Are you getting my point? How the memory
Yes.
will be allocated? Very good, very good. Objects take up space in memory and it has an associated address like a record. దానిలో మనం స్ట్రక్చర్ లో ఎలా అయితే అడ్రస్ ఉంటుందో దీనికి కూడా అడ్రస్ ఉంటుంది, ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ కూడా. So data member and member functions are the new names or terms for the members of a class are introduced in Java. The variables which are declared in any class by using a fundamental data types like integer, character, float, or derived data types. Derived data types, already I have told you, primary data types and the derived or complex data types. Maybe this data members may be like normal primary data types like integer, character, and float, or sometimes it may be class, structure, pointer also. Okay, see here. Here only here data members are only primary data types, character and int. We did not use any derived data types. But we have seen structure in structure also. We can declare a member of structure again as a structure. Here also we can declare a class in class, or we can declare an array in class, or we can declare a pointer. Okay, are you getting my point? A member may be normal primary data type, or maybe class, maybe structure, or maybe pointer. Okay, remember these things. So there are three types of data members in C++: private data members, public data members, and protected data members. Already private and public I told you. Protected also I will write. Okay, see here, private data members. The members which are declared in private section of the class are known as private data members. Private members can also be accessed within the same class in which they are declared. So private members can be accessed only by the members which are in the class, not outsiders, not outsiders. Whereas public data members, the members which are declared in public section of the class are known as public members. Public members can access within the class and outside of the class also. They can be accessed within the like within family members, hall can be shared by within family members, hall can be shared by outsider also. Okay, like this. So public data members. Protected data members. I think this is leftover part. What is protected data members means? Protected data member is similar to private data members. The difference is that the class member declared as protected are accessible outside of the class, but they can be accessed only if it is derived class of that class. It will help in inheritance. It will help in inheritance. Okay. If it is inheritance, if you want to give the access to the only derived subclasses, then we make it as a protected. Private cannot be accessed by neither these subclasses nor not subclasses. It is only purely accessible by only members of that particular class. Whereas public can be accessed by anyone. Protected means only class members and inherited members, inherited classes, class members and inherited classes. Okay. Practically we'll see. Don't worry about this all. So see here, in class test we have a private members as well as we have a private public members also. Private. Let us see A, B, and name. What all these A, B, name, and all? Get A. This is a function. Is all these members are private members or public members?
Private.
Very good. These are all private members, all functions. But whereas count,
Public.
it's a public member. Even get B also public method. It's a public method. Whereas get A is private method. Okay, private function. Otherwise, we can call it. Here we declared all the things. Protected. Protected means what is this? ID is protected. All three access specifiers we have used here. One is private, public, and protected. Then what does it mean? These members A, B, name, get A, these cannot be given to outside of the class. It may be inherited class or whatever it may be. It cannot be given to. Only class members can access all these data and with this function. Whereas public means anyone can access. Count and get B, anyone can access. Protected means this ID and get C can be accessed only by class members and inherited classes. Okay, this is about your public and private.
Okay.
I think here, yes, it is given clearly the differences between private and protected. The class members declared as a private can be accessed only by the functions inside the class. Protected access modifier is similar to that private access modifiers. Only the member functions of the friend functions are allowed to access the private data members. The class member declared as a protected are inaccessible outside the class, but they can be accessed by subclasses. This is important. They can be accessed by no outsiders will be allowed, but if it is subclass, it can access. Okay? Whereas private also can be accessed if you make the function as a friend function, then it will be, we'll see later what is friend function and all. How to access the data members of a class in C++. The data members can be accessed similar to your structure using the dot operator. Using the dot operator. Okay. If the data member is defined, okay. Use, okay. Generally, your data member functions are categorized into accessors, mutators, getters, and setter functions. Okay. What is accessor mutators means? Generally, already I told you why you are combining data members and functions together means whatever you identify, whatever the functions which purely work on this data, we just combine that functions into this data. So whatever the, so for this purely work on this means, working means what? It may access, it may set, it may modify. There are only three operations. Data can be accessed, data can be modified, data can be set. Data can be set. So generally the functions are categorized into, member functions are categorized into accessors, accessors and mutators and getter and setter functions. Okay. Don't worry about this. Last class also we have written and executed one program that is like get input and another one is display or something. Okay, that is called as the accessor, and get input is called as a getter and setter functions. Okay. Mutator means if you want to modify that data, then we write the mutator function. This is the general categorization. Now you example came. See here. Whatever the example we thought that is class student. Now there are two members in this, roll number and name. Okay. Here there is no function, but you can have the function or you can omit the function. Generally, we have to write the function here only. Just for example, he has omitted. Okay, maybe. Now, student has, we have declared a student class and we have created the objects for the students A and B. Now we have created two objects, A, one is B, one is A and another one is B. Now I am setting the roll number and name within the main. Main is the outside of this class. Outside of this class. Even though we are setting the values like A dot roll number is equal to 1, A dot name is equal to Shekhar, B dot roll number is 2, and B dot name is equal to Ram. How it is possible means because we make it as a public. We make it as a public. If it is private, you cannot do these operations in the main. These operations has to be done within the student only. Because it's a public member, now I can accessing also you see object dot member name, object dot member name. This is the dot operator is used for accessing the members. Okay. Now I set the values, then I displayed. Okay, name and roll number of A is A dot name. See here for display also A and roll number. See out name and roll number of B is B dot name and. So what is our output here means name and roll number of A is Shekhar hyphen. Here you have see the output also. Within the quotation similar to your printf. Within the quotations as it is it will come. Now without quotation this A dot name. Whatever the value in the A dot name that will come. What is the value in A dot name?
Shekhar.
Very good. Now you are seeing Shekhar, not A dot name. You are seeing Shekhar. Afterwards, hyphen. So within the quotations, what is there?
Hyphen.
So as it is, hyphen is coming. Okay. And next, what you are writing A dot